Hey everybody, it's Valerie from Very Random Valerie, and today is Saturday morning, um, July 26, 2025. I thought I'd share with you, I'm needing to get ready and go somewhere, and I started looking at all the products that I'm using, and I thought how different they are from what they used to be when before I had my awakening and before I started becoming conscious of the deception that's gone on in advertising and things like that, and the products I used to use that were toxic. And I'm sure that some of the stuff I'm still using um, isn't uh, isn't exactly on the up and up yet. I'm replacing things one at a time. When something runs out, I try to find a healthier version of that. I just can't afford to run out and replace everything, but I'm making these choices, and my husband's getting with the program too. I said, I really want to get away from the plastics and the microplastics, which means, if I need to pack a sandwich for lunch, and it's not often I do eat sandwiches, but when I do, I don't want to put it in a plastic bag. So he went online and found these really adorable little paper bags that you can put your sandwiches in. So, making baby steps, doing things one at a time, replacing those old products we used to use with better and higher choices. One of the first things I did, I was interested in the spiritual uh, practices that I had with meditation and wanting to have a better connection, was to get some of this Lugol's iodine, and I use it. I paint a little area on my wrist or somewhere. It's transdermal, so it'll soak in. If it soaks in very quickly, you're very deficient in iodine. If it remains for an hour or so, you've probably got enough and you don't need to do it for a little while. But this will help decalcify your pineal gland, which makes that's your connection to God, and it helps you in meditation to receive messages, because after all, when you're meditating, you're receiving, you're praying, you're talking to God, and when you're meditating, you're receiving from God. Anyway, that was one of the first things I used, and I've recently come. Well, I don't know. This is going to be a weird video. It's not going to make. It's not going to be all that organized, I'll say, because I'm just doing this on a whim. The other thing that helps with your decalcifying your pineal gland and helps with just in general your mood and stuff like that is loading up with magnesium glycinate. I'm not paid by any of these people. You can get whichever brand you like. I'm just trying to give the information about what I do, and I'm not telling you what to do. And if you do take any medicines at all, big pharma, any supplement that you want to take that's natural, you need to Google or look up, are there any drug interactions with magnesium glycinate or whatever it is you're wanting to take. So, like I said, I'm not suggesting anybody take these. I'm just showing you what I take and why I take it. Um, for years, I suffered with depression. I'm talking about for decades, I suffered with depression. Now, part of it might have been the fact that I'm an empath and I was absorbing a lot of people's energies and not understanding that. I thought it was just me. So, the more I've gained control over that, I'm able to release energies that are not mine, and it keeps me more balanced. But I also take ashwagandha. And like I said, I'm not suggesting anybody take anything, and especially if you take, medicines, you can have drug interactions, so you should always do your research. But ashwagandha it works on depression, and it's a hormone balancer, as well as coconut oil and hibiscus tea. All of those help balance hormones. And so if you tend to be kind of moody, those things might help you. Um, if if you have problems with anxiety and stress, I generally don't, but my husband does. You might take something like L-theanine, which is a derivative of green tea. And you might take something called GABA here. Um, anyway, there are alternative things you can do to, that are more healthful than the things you might find in your pharmacy. And just so you know, pharmacy and pharmacist and pharmaceuticals, the root word is Greek and it's pharmakia. And that word means witchcraft and sorcery. Take it for what you will. It's information. Just thought I would share that. I recently started using castor oil a lot. It helps with your skin. It can help with pain relief. I put it in my navel, and it helps with pain relief. It's really thick, and it's particularly good, to do it at night. Because it is so thick and it takes a while to absorb. I usually pull my hair up on the top of my head and just, cover my face after I've washed it really good, and stay up for a little while and let it soak in. And, if there's too much on there, and when I go to bed, I'll kind of, take a washcloth and just wipe some of it off. But recently I have found a product, and I am going to recommend this one because it's just so good. But I'm pretty sure if you don't care for scents, smells, you can probably find one that doesn't have a scent. This one has almost a honeysuckle scent to it, but it's whipped tallow cream and beef tallow beef tallow cream. It's for face and body, and it's 100% grass-fed beef tallow with honey and beeswax. And this one is just, to me, it smells heavenly. I've never had a lotion that I ever cared for as much. This thing is insane, and it makes your skin feel silky, satiny, just beautiful. So I highly recommend that. I've also become aware recently of something called pearl powder. Oh, there it is. Pearl powder is used for a lot of different things. It can help remineralize your teeth. You can brush with it. You can add it to your toothpaste if you want. And I also recently bought, I didn't bring it here, but I recently bought a toothbrush, or toothbrushes, a bunch of them to give out to family, that are bamboo with boar's hair bristles. And I really like it. That's another way for me to get away from the plastics. You're putting it in your mouth. So anyway, I'm jumping all around. This pearl powder too is beautiful on your face. It's recommended that you find a high quality one that does not have, because it can have heavy metals in it. If you get a really cheap off-brand, trying to save a penny, that's not where you want to save a penny, is with pearl powder. And I use it, and I don't have great skin. I never have. It's rather, I've got largish pores, and I used to have a sort of nervous habit of picking on my face. And so I've got scars and things like that. And this will, or I didn't, that's my little container of it. But this pearl powder will help diminish all of that. And it really, I can't recommend it enough. I like to share. When I find a product that I like to share it. And anyway, I think I've talked about everything I've got on my table right here, except maybe for this. And it's just about aromatherapy. This one's peppermint, and so look into some aromatherapy. It might be really beneficial for you. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.